The key difference between a bonus payment and commissions is that usually bonus is discretionary. And employers usually explain that in their employee handbook or in any other document that talks about your compensation. They will say something like this: the company reserves the right to pay or not to pay a bonus. The company reserves the right to increase or reduce the amount of bonus as they see fit. The one exception to that is when your compensation package includes quote-unquote mandatory bonus, where it says that your annual salary is X and you will receive a mandatory bonus of at least 10% extra of your salary, or at least X amount of dollars. Otherwise, bonus, by its own word, by its own term, means that it's discretionary. The company can change it, it can revoke it, it can decide to pay it or not to pay it as to their discretion, meaning as they see fit. On the other hand, commissions are usually based on your performance, on the amount of revenue you generated, on the amount of profit you brought to the company, on the number of sales that you brought to the company. And unlike bonuses, commissions is wages. It's not discretionary. If your employment offer letter or if your contract says that your compensation consists of, let's say, $100,000 annually plus 5% of all sales that you generate, or 5% of all the profits that the company receives as a result of your closing certain deals, then that's wages. That's just like your salary. You're owed those wages and the employer has to pay those wages to you. And of course, the reason that this distinction matters is because if your employer decides not to pay you a bonus, it might be unfair, it might be unjustified, because you might think that you did very well and you deserve a bonus, but you will not have a legal claim against your employer for not receiving that bonus because it's discretionary. Just because you think it's not fair doesn't mean that they have a legal obligation to pay that. On the other hand, if your employer withholds commissions, even though you fulfilled all the job duties that you were supposed to fulfill in order to earn those commissions, then you might have a claim to those wages just like you would if they didn't pay your other wages, your regular wages. Thank you.